Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Fear the Queer.
A show that talks about everything on our queer agendas. I'm Kyle,
And I'm Josh.
and on today's episode, we are having another semi sort of March Madness moment and going to the stars. No, I'm not talking about astrology and zodiac. I'm talking about leading Hollywood actresses that won Oscars.
Yes. So, on our last episode, we ranked the top 10 Best Supporting Actress winners of the past 10 years. And now we're going to switch it up and doing a ranking of the best lead actresses in the past 10 years. We just call it March Madness because it's kind of similar to March Madness. We don't really know how it works. We're not really into sports.
I was going to say, we don't know sports.
Yeah, but we'll make the best out of it. But before we get into the heart of our gay agenda, Kyle, what are we drinking today?
So I'm going to be shocking, and I'm going to actually take a note from your book and just drink water. At least I have the little Cheers Queer sticker on it, but I'm
Me
drinking
too.
water. Oh, are we
Cheers,
water gals?
queers!
Cheers Queers. I have to stay hydrated because Josh, I got my first dose of the vaccine.
Shut up.
I did.
Oh, the reveal.
The reveal.
Ah!
The reveal. So it is Pfizer, it is not Moderna. So sorry, Dolly Parton. But
damn, she did all that and you're still like, fuck you, doll.
Dolly, I mean, she's number one in my heart, but Pfizer got me. So I'm feeling a wee bit tired today. But we're staying hydrated, and I feel totally fine, and I'm excited, and I can't wait to like dance with everyone again. Oh,
Congrats. How did you get
yeah.
it?
I went through a website over. I mean, I was going to like try to explain everything, but I'm sure the people who are like watching or listening to us would be like, where's that if they're outside of the Chicagoland area? But I will say that if you're in the Chicagoland area, keep checking places like I'll say UIC. It has been doing vaccines, Walgreens. And they may have leftovers. And I know that like as the rollouts continue to happen, they're going to become more and more available. And so go get vaccinated so you can see your friends and family and not have to worry and keep wearing your masks. Yeah,
we're slowly getting closer and closer.
Slowly but surely. And surely this is a Cheers Queers moment.
Cheers, queers.
Clink,
clink, clink. By the way, I have a second cocktail. So last episode we were talking about how I wanted to show off a drink that I made with my adult approved product,
Yeah.
And one of them is a magic bullet that I just recently bought last month,
right,
which I normally make for like breakfast green smoothies and stuff like that. But I also forgot that you can make margaritas out of it.
Ooh, you can make a breakfast margarita.
A breakfast margarita. I mean, in the pandemic, it might as well be.
Hold the salt. Well, cheers, queers to that too.
Cheers,
How
queers.
is it?
It's good. I haven't had tequila in a very long time. I don't know why, but in the pandemic, I haven't been drinking that much. But this is delicious, and I feel like I'm at the Oscar night just waiting to get my award.
Would you drink tequila at the Oscars? Would that be your thing?
Yeah. Like when Rihanna has like her flask at the Grammys, like I feel like that's what I would want to do at the Oscars because it's so boring. Come on, let's be real.
I probably have tequila too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anywho, before we get into the heart of our queer agenda, we are going to do another segment of By the Way.
So By the Way is a segment in which we talk about someone who is bisexual and may have had either bi eraser or people don't know about it, and they could be a historical figure, an actress, an actor, a performer, whoever it might be. And we like to highlight them. A little bit of a catch that queer moment, but specifically for bi people.
So Kyle, who have you chosen as your bisexual splendor today?
So my bisexual splendor, I chose actress Anna May Wong. We
Queen.
love her.
Hollywood's first Asian lead actress. Well, not
That's
first,
right.
But you know what I mean. Yeah.
Well, she was kind of known as the first Chinese American movie star, even though there had been other Asian actresses. She was like the first like breakout star. So some of her major roles were like Shanghai Express, and she played a lot of like Asian stereotypes, which was not necessarily a great thing.
Hmm.
But in the 1920s and 30s, it was kind of the only thing they would cast her in. And the Hollywood studio system didn't really know what to do with her. They weren't making roles for her. Um, and she ended up going to Europe for a time and performing there, and she got different roles with that. Now, here is where it gets a little bit
Risque.
risque. So her co-star, openly bisexual actress Marlene Dietrich, uh, in
Oh.
Shanghai Express, it's rumored that the two of them had a little bit of a romance. And if you watch the film, you can definitely tell there's some sexual tension, I guess you could say. It's the same
Well, I
kind of
mean,
sexual tension that I have when I have like the takeout guy come and deliver my food. I'm just like,
right.
uh,
That time of sexual tension. But
yes, yes,
dang, I didn't know that about her and Marlena Dietrich. That's
yes. It's
crazy.
it's it's one of those things where it was rumored, and I mean,
Cannot
like,
confirm nor deny.
cannot confirm nor deny. Just like when I eat an entire pizza, I cannot confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was rumored to be bisexual, and then she came back to America and did some acting and did some like um charity work to raise money for China.
Hmm.
And she passed away sadly in 1961 from a massive heart attack.
Oh.
So she wasn't
Uh,
that old. She was born in 1905 and then died in 1961. So she was not that old.
no.
Um,
I mean, the problem with the Hollywood and Anime Wong specifically is I remember that they couldn't get around a lot of Hays codes with her, meaning,
mhm.
and one of the big ones is that you can't have interracial relationships on screen. So
Yep.
she lost out on a lot of roles that she auditioned for because simply they would just cast white men in the role. I mean, what
Right.
else would there be, you know?
They would cast like white men, or they would cast white women to play Asian women,
Hmm. Just
because somehow
because,
somehow they could get around that.
right, yellow
But
face is more acceptable than just casting an Asian woman. So,
right.
well, that's really cool. Cheers to Anime
Yeah.
Wong.
We love anime Wong.
Yes. So I also have someone who is a well I was gonna say a well-known bisexual, but I was just like, I guess in this
Love that so. She's a well-known bisexual,
right, I was just like,
darling.
that's her moniker.
Yeah.
But I highlighted this person because of a recent movie that is getting a lot of hype that is actually is a case of bi erasure once again. And it's legendary blues singer Billie Holiday.
Mm-hmm.
So for those of you who don't know who Billie Holiday is, I kind of judge you, but I will say that you probably know a few of her songs. God Bless the Child, the anti-lynching song Strange Fruit, uh, and it's been well known and documented all throughout her life that she was openly bisexual, and she wasn't afraid of it. And there have been years of her and Tallulah Bankhead, darling, and just having a
Mm-hmm.
well high-profile relationship together. So Billie Holiday is now the center of a film called The United States versus Billie Holiday, which stars Andra Day in the title character, and Lee Daniels directed it. Uh, However, the film I have not seen the film yet, but I've been reading a lot of reports about this film about how it erases a lot of Holiday's queerness, and also at the same time queer baited people to watch the film. So, have you seen the trailer for The United States versus Billie Holiday?
I've only seen like screen grabs of it. I haven't gotten a chance to see it or the full trailer yet.
Okay, so one of the hype moments that they wanted to feature in the film to get people to watch is her relationship with Tallulah, played by Natasha Lyonne in the film.
Love.
Yeah, and there's a great shot of them, having a little flirtatious moment. They
Mm-hmm.
kiss, and you get kind of excited to be like, oh my god, you get to see like an actual bisexual queer experience on TV or on film,
Mm-hmm.
and then in the final film, I guess that scene is cut. Yep.
Interesting.
And they downplay her queerness for the rest of the film. So it simultaneously queerbaits you into watching the film, and then when you watch it, you get absolutely nothing. Like
Hmm.
other than like traditional like maybe like 1980s queer coding where you're just like, oh, that character is clearly gay, but
Right.
you can't say it out loud, so you're gonna like have some of these like subtle moments.
That's so strange.
It's
Why would they do that?
2021, right? Like everyone knows that her and Tallulah Bankhead were lovers for years, and the fact that you have Natasha Lyonne, who's like probably one of the most well-known actors out of that cast, Andre Day is
Hmm.
like still up and coming.
Hmm.
Why would
Hmm.
you not utilize that at all? You know,
Right. That's really that's strange.
it's like very much of like a they were just roommates type of
They're just
situation.
roommates. I love that. I feel like there's a lot of bisexual women. Do you know like the Sewing Circle of Hollywood?
Mm-mm.
So the Sewing Circle was a group of queer and bisexual women in Hollywood during kind of like the golden era, and it included like Tallulah Bankhead and Joan Crawford and I forget her name. Oh crapola. Marlena Dietrich was one of, basically it was these women who may or may not have been queer.
Mm-hmm.
Most were, uh, or were bisexual. And they would get together and have these parties and stuff like that, and just kind of like engage and talk about women's rights and what they thought was unfair in Hollywood. And
Hmm.
this went on for a while, I guess, until things started to change in Hollywood and in the culture.
Right.
But I always find that really interesting, just kind of like another one. We've always been here.
Right. They've always been there. You just didn't know about it because people don't want to talk about it, apparently.
Because of straight cis white men.
They're always so fucking terrible, aren't they?
Yes. Yes, they are.
We're just gonna end on that. Straight cis men, you're terrible.
Straight cis men, I don't want to say you're canceled because we had a whole, thing on that. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to say that you're on my list.
You are on wafer thin ice
As,
here.
as don't talk about wafers. I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, you got your shot. You're hungry.
I'm hungry.
And now to get to the heart of our queer agenda, we are going to do another March Madness. This time we are going to be ranking the top 10 best lead actress winners from the Oscars in the past 10 years. We did best supporting actress last week. It was a lot of fun. Same rules apply this week. So Kyle and I are each going to we're only going to get 5 minutes to give our hot takes on each of the winners from the past 10 years. At the end, we'll fear it or queer it. And then at the very end, Kyle and I will give our rankings on who we thought was the worst best actress winner to the very best.
Ooh. And just let the record show, I did not include myself in this best actress list. Because I'm definitely a supporting actress. They're more interesting anyways. But yeah, let's get into this.
Well, I was gonna say, aren't you the actress who has been considered to be nominated the most times in history but never was?
Yes, they're like, should we nominate her? No, it gets weird.
Right.
It gets weird. Just have her present something, and I'm like, I'm here. I'm here to present the award.
For the past 22 years, Kyle / Edelweiss
22
considered a Best Actress nominee, but unfortunately just didn't make the cut. So
didn't make the cut. It's okay. The oh god, what's that? The awards, the Razzies. The Razzies love me.
That's true. That is very true. All right.
The Razzies love me.
So let's get into it here. From 2010 onward here, we're going to do the Best Actress winners here. I got my timer set. Are you hydrated?
That's hold on.
It's a heavy question.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I took a big swig of water.
Okay.
So I'm not as thirsty physically. Emotionally, am I thirsty? Yeah, I got the vaccine and I'm ready to date.
Right.
Just kidding. Leave me alone, boys.
All
wink,
right.
wink.
Timer will start in 3, 2, 1. All right. First up on our list here, we have Natalie Portman winning in 2010 for her role as Nina in Black Swan. Kyle, what do you think of this winner?
Well, she twirled onto the scene and she twirled into my heart. I'll say this. I went and saw this when I was still living in Michigan, and I I would not call myself a cinephile, even though I went to film school. But at the time, I watched this and I went, oh, "This is film," and I was like, "This is everything." I thought the
Mhm,
performance was wild. I thought she was great in it. I thought Mila Kunis with her was great in it.
mhm.
And I
Barbara
remember
Hershey,
who?
the mom.
Oh yeah, Barbara Herford. She was great in it.
Uh-huh.
Isn't Kate? No, not Kate Moss. Renona. Winona.
Winona
Oh my
Ryder.
god. Oh my god. The vaccine's kicking in. I'm turning. No, Winona Ryder is perfection.
Mhm.
I love Natalie Portman in this role. It was perfect.
It was perfect. It was. So the very first time I ever watched this film, it was
Mhm.
on one of those like really sketchy, like someone did a cam version of it and then uploaded it to YouTube. So
Oh,
it's like super like low quality. I could barely see who was who. But I remember watching with a group of my friends. We were all crammed around my laptop. We were all just staring at the screen like, and I was not out yet at the time, but I just remember loving that film so much, being like, oh my God, it's transcendent. And now as an openly gay man, I was just like, oh, it's because it was so fucking dramatic, is why I loved it.
oh my god, so dramatic.
Yeah. And would you argue that Natalie Portman played a dual role in that film? I would say she did.
I would say Natalie Portman gave RuPaul the idea for the inner saboteur.
Yeah. Basically.
I think she was like, it's the inner saboteur. I mean, it's an iconic role. I love the meme of her wiping off the word horror on the mirror.
On the bathroom, yeah.
I do it every morning, late at night. I don't know what I'm writing on the wall.
Right. Now, do you remember the controversy behind her winning the Best Actress Oscar because
No.
people were saying that she didn't dance the entire movie?
Oh, I
And
do remember this.
so that's why she didn't deserve the Oscar. And then you see the footage of what she actually did not do and what the body double was supposed to do. I'm
Mhm.
just like, well, yeah, I mean, you could do that body double, but like you weren't acting in any of the
There's
scenes.
still a lot of acting. I don't think she won because of the dancing. I think she won because she is an actor. Like it
Right.
is, yeah. She does a
Like
great job.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't think you're actually the body double on the floor as she's like stabbing herself with the mirror, being like, it's my turn.
No. Also, there's that, or there's the lesbian scene.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
It's a
I
very
mean,
queer friendly film.
yes. No, Mila Kunis and Natalie Portman both ate up the screen. But Mila Kunis definitely was eating a little bit more. Just
Yeah.
saying.
I was gonna say, and yeah, I was gonna say it's a very queer film too. I love it.
Yeah.
Now people have argued that there were a few contenders for this role that could have won. Annette Bening for The Kids Are All Right, or
Oh.
Jennifer Lawrence for Winter's Bone, which
Mm.
I actually did like her in. I don't know. I do like both of those women, and I do think that their roles were solid.
Hmm.
But there's something about Natalie Portman in Black Swan that's like iconic.
It
Like,
was her moment. It was her time to shine. And I think she
mhm.
did.
Oh, totally.
I mean, I think Winter's Bone is Jennifer Lawrence's best acting role, and I love the movie itself. The Kids Are All Right, but Black Swan, it was Black Swan's year,
Hmm.
and it's still like an iconic film.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say you still see it in like Oscar clips. You still see
Hmm.
it. I mean, people play it at Halloween. People still dress up for her. So, Jim Carrey on SNL parodied her. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it was
very referential.
yeah, it was the moment. It was well deserved and a little overdue. Like Natalie Portman grew up in
Hmm.
Hollywood, so I think at that point I was just like, yeah, let's award her for like all the years of hard work that she's done.
Plus, it was good. It was like
Yeah,
actually like decent.
that too. And I'm not the biggest Darren Aronofsky fan, but that one by far,
Yeah,
I think, is. Did you ever see
yeah.
Noah? I never saw that.
No way, I did not see that.
I just remember I was like, I didn't really like Mother that much, and Noah just seemed really pretentious. So I was like, nah.
I mean, Noah.
Oh,
Oh, I can't talk about Noah. That's okay.
okay, that's okay.
All of these things just kept flooding back to me.
Oh, like that.
How often can I wink today? Let's do that game.
How much
Let's
innuendo can Kyle slip in today?
well, I'm gonna slip a lot onto the glass because I'm perfect in my tutu.
In your tutu. All right. Fear to queer it.
I queer it.
I queer it too. I queer it with a little bit of an exclamation point because it's a very exciting role. And it's fun.
Yeah.
Queer it! All right. Ready for the next round?
Let's do it.
All right. Timer set in 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we have 2011's winner, the legend, Meryl Streep, as Margaret Thatcher in The Iron Lady.
Margaret Thatcher.
Right. Who is so parodied at this point. Like, if you just watch a single season of RuPaul's Drag Race UK, like, literally everyone
Yeah.
plays Meryl Streep as Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
And then you also have Gillian Anderson on The Crown now taking her turn at it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a hefty
won an Emmy for it. She won an Emmy for it.
an Emmy for it. So yeah, this
Yeah.
is a hefty role to take on. Kyle, what do you think of Meryl as Maggie Thatcher?
Well, from my historical understanding of Margaret Thatcher is that she's a royal fucking bitch. Just keeping it real. Spilling that English tea. I think that Meryl Streep, we know this, is one of the best performers of our lifetime. Duh. So I don't have to go on that. I think she did a great job with the role. It's boring. It's really boring to me. And I also like don't really care. Like, I don't know. I sometimes when you have these like historical figures who were just god awful, and you kind of try to make them like have the audience sympathize with them, it like frustrates me because I'm like, you could have spent your time doing something better.
Right.
So I mean, I obviously love Meryl, but like this film, I'm like,
But why are you sympathizing with Margaret Thatcher of all people?
right. I'm like, she's just, it.
I
What
mean,
are we?
Meryl Streep could have done that role in her sleep. Like, we all know for a fact
She
that like
kind
this
of
is
did. She's
right.
like,
It's
hello.
yeah. I was gonna say it's perfect for her. It's a
Mhm.
period piece. There's an accent involved. She has to like really revolve around like hair and makeup and characterization to get through it. So it's like
Mhm.
it's a perfect Meryl role. Um, I don't know. Like, I really liked Meryl in Julie and Julia as Julia Child.
Mhm.
I thought she
Mhm.
really deserved it that year over Sandra Bullock. So I feel like I don't know. I feel
Oh,
like this year
that's
they just,
right. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like this year they kind of just like gave it to her as like a consolation prize. But it's like, you're amazing. We haven't awarded you in like 30 years. Here, just take the Oscar, you know?
She's been better. She's had better roles than Margaret Thatcher, and I just am like, I don't know. It's I just
Right?
I can't get into it. I can't
I can't.
like, but oh gosh, now I'm thinking about my ranking. Because like obviously I love Meryl,
Mm-hmm.
but this film is just like not it for me.
No. Well, and
Um,
I mean, not taken away from Meryl because, like, she always had those great speeches about how men underestimate her and how you shouldn't do that. But I don't know. I don't know.
she
Rooney
still is like,
Mara was,
I still hate poor people.
yeah. I was
That's
like,
Margaret Thatcher. Yeah.
that is Margaret Thatcher, like in a single sentence. I don't know. I thought Rooney Mara was really good in Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. Viola Davis in The Help.
Yeah.
Michelle Williams as Marilyn Monroe. I don't know. It was a pretty good year for like Best Actress nominations, and I don't know. I feel like it just kind of fell on
They're kind of
Meryl.
like, it's Meryl's time. It's Meryl's time to shine.
Yeah, but this just goes to show that the Oscars has a lot to do with like narrative and politics than it
Oh
does like
yeah.
actual performance. Because I don't think Meryl. I think Meryl should have won a lot sooner than 2011 for something way better. But that's just me.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Hello, Devil Wears Prada. Was she nominated for that? I don't even remember.
She's nominated for everything,
She farts and they're like, give her a nom.
right? It's like the
Do you think
opposite of
Meryl
Adele
Streep
Vice.
farts like they're like Adele Vice farted, don't nominate her. I do you think Meryl Streep farts? Two questions. Do you think she farts?
No.
Okay. And if she was to fart, do you think it would sound like this? Nominate me. Like
Nomination.
she's like, oh God, it's so sorry. It was the Chipotle.
Right. It sounds like it sounds like a Golden Globe just like fell out of her butt.
Not a Golden Globe on that. Why was it up?
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Now you got me on Golden Globe, but like anal beads.
Butt plugs, yeah.
Butt plugs, anal beads. And it kind of makes me go like, wow, that's why they look so satisfied when they get them.
Right. I was gonna say
They're like, I got a Golden Globe.
I was gonna say it's very fun to win a Golden Globe because that night's gonna be very interesting.
It's gonna be a fun night.
Yeah. All right. Fear it or queer it, Kyle.
While I spent the time bashing it, I'm going to I know, because it's Meryl.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. I queer it even though
I'll
don't
queer it
like
too.
the film.
I'll queer it too.
Only because it's Meryl and you have to
I'll
do
queer it
really
too.
bad. Yeah. All right. Timer set. Now we're into 2012. Are we ready?
It was a good year for me. Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. Next up, we have Jennifer Lawrence winning in Silver Linings Playbook in 2012. I'll let you go first because I have a lot to say about this one.
Well, she fell up the stairs. That's all I remember. She fell up the stairs and was super awkward and was all like, and that's very Jennifer Lawrence. And I feel like there was a time in my life that I was very pro Jennifer Lawrence, as an actress, as like someone on late night TV to watch. Over the years, I've kind of like outgrown that for myself. Mm-hmm. But her winning for Silver Linings Playbook, I was like, really? Mm-hmm. I just like, I like the movie. I thought Silver Linings Playbook is like a decent film, but that role, like if you want me to act crazy in a diner too, I can do that. I've done it. Right. So I was like,
bitch, me too.
Yeah, bitch, me too. But like I don't know. It's kind of like with Meryl Streep. You know, she didn't win for Winter's Bone. And it's kind of like, oh, we have this new actress. We should award her.
She's the hottest thing right now.
The hottest thing right now. But I was like, okay, but have you seen her as Mystique? Just kidding. She's terrible at that. But I just was like not into her winning for that role, if that makes sense. No.
I don't.
What about you?
I don't think, to be honest, I don't think she deserved like half her nominations, but that's just me. I was also very much on the Jennifer Lawrence love train for literally the entire year of 2012. And then within 1 year, I jumped off and like ran down the hill to save my life because she starred in Hunger Games earlier that year. I thought she was phenomenal in that one movie. Silver Linings Playbook was okay. I didn't think she was going to actually get nominated. Right. I actually just thought it was going to be a cute rom-com that like people, you know, like to see. You got to see Bradley Cooper in a serious role, you know. And yeah, I was just like, when she won, I was like pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh my God, like Hollywood's like jumping on the Jennifer Lawrence love train. Okay. And then you watch her interviews and you realize how
like she's like, yeah.
Like she's very much just like, hey guys, like it's Jennifer Lawrence here.
To be fair, I would totally probably do the same.
That is you. That is
maybe similar. She is a Leo.
Oh, is she? Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, we're like a few days apart.
Oh, well, okay. Yeah.
You're like, oh, that makes so much sense.
I was gonna say now everything's piecing together. I don't know, like, and then she went on to like do fucking American Hustle, and her Boston accent kept like falling in and out. Like,
smell my nail polish.
It smells like garbage.
I don't like her in American Hustle.
I like hate her in American Hustle.
I like Amy Adams in American Hustle, and I like Bradley Cooper. Both great. Christian Bale was fine. But her,
She's terrible. She's
she's
so bad
not
in it.
good in it. And then I don't know what it was, but who David O. Russell. It's like
Mhm.
he just kept wanting to work with her, which I get it. There's a lot of directors who want to
He
continue
finds her
working with,
muse. Yeah.
right. But then when he put her in Joy, I was like, why is she playing like a middle-aged mom?
Right.
Like,
She's like 25.
yeah, I was like, I just feel like sometimes here's how I feel about Jennifer Lawrence. I think sometimes she is miscast in things because she is Jennifer Lawrence.
Mhm.
And I think the darker, sadder, less lines to have to read kind of roles are better for her
Mhm.
than these like big talking head pieces. Cause I'm like, I don't, she does, she dips in and out of the accent. Um, and it's hard to kind of like separate her from the film. And I think that's why we've kind of had a Jennifer Lawrence break. We haven't really seen
Mhm.
her much.
No,
Um,
not recently.
so
Last time I actually saw her was in Mother, and
same.
surprisingly, that was like the one movie where I was just like, okay, like that wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen from her. But again, it's because a lot
She's
of it
good
was
in
just
it.
a lot of it is just reactionary. It's not a lot of
Yes.
dialogue from her.
Yeah.
There also that year. I mean, granted, like everyone's just like, oh my gosh, she fell up the stairs. She's so funny. She's so relatable. But that was a stacked year for like contenders. You had Jessica Chastain for Zero Dark 30. You had Emmanuel Riva for Amor.
Amore. Mm-hmm.
And then you had little Kavanjane Wallace for Beast of the Southern Wild, who was my pick for the winner. Just saying.
Mm. I
That movie.
love Beasts of the Southern Wild. Oh,
Mm,
at least I was able to get that out.
that's true.
That I love Beasts of the Southern Wild. I
I
saw
mean,
it
and that's a
saw it 3 times in theaters.
really in
I
theaters.
well, I was working at the theater when I saw it, so I saw it for free. But
Yeah.
support local film. Um,
All right, Fear to Queer.
um, are are we doing her as an actress or her in the film or what?
It's up to you. You can fear to queer it based off of whatever agenda you want.
I'll soft queer it. A very
I,
soft queer.
I will soft fear it because I don't
Okay.
hate it, but I'm
Yeah.
not like excited about it. So
It's kind of like if we had like a meh like option, she's kind of a meh for me. Like I
yeah,
don't hate
exactly.
her,
No,
and but you know,
we don't cancel people on this show. We don't hate Jennifer Lawrence. We're just like,
not
sure,
anymore. Not anymore. We've learned. We've grown. We moved past canceling things.
right. Even
The
though
only
Kyle
thing I
desperately
cancel
wants
is
to be,
I. Oh my god. I feel like eventually, if someone tries to cancel me, that's how I'll know I'll make it.
right.
Like you've made it. It's like when people are trying to cancel you, and I kind of run through my head sometimes, going, what could I be canceled for? For being fabulous? I don't know.
They'll find
For
something. They will
probably for
make up
like
a
popping
tweet.
off online. Like
Yeah.
they'll oh my god, Kyle got into a huge argument on the refineries Instagram page saying that trans women are women, and oh my gosh, was he right? Yeah, he was right, but man, did he I got him together.
I
But
totally forgot you were getting on Instagram fights just a couple years ago.
I've grown. I've been past that. I
Yeah.
don't usually do that anymore. But and that was a big one for me because I did it because someone had reposted my art.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, you know me. I have issues if people are, transphobic or racist and
As
bullshit
I
like that.
say,
So
you could just say we're anti-turf here. So
yeah. Sorry, JK Rowling.
sorry, J.K. Rowling, not sorry. All right, on to the next one.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, start the
Hydrated.
clock in 3, 2, 1. All right, now we are on to our 2013 winner, Kate Blanchett,
Uh-huh.
starring in A Streetcar Named Desire. No, I'm sorry, Blue Jasmine.
Josh coming in with the funny. Oh my god, the ringing of the hands. Oh,
Just be like,
oh,
I'm so
oh,
frazzled.
oh. Seriously, like, come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also, I liked it.
I did
Also,
too. I did too.
I enjoyed her performance.
Right.
What to say about Kate Blanchett and Blue Jasmine? I'll say this. As a
She's no
film,
Vivian Leigh.
No, but she does Vivian lay it all on the table. She the film is like
Mm-hmm.
it's like okay, her performance is captivating, and I
Mm-hmm.
love over dramatic, like woman on the verge of a breakdown, like that kind of like drama. I really enjoy that. I know that people do it all the time. I love melodrama. I think we need more of it. I think
Right.
we need to get
And,
back into that, and we're too like, oh, it has to be realistic. No, it doesn't.
no,
um we should say we do not stand and we do not support Woody Allen.
absolutely
um
not.
so fuck him for Blue Jasmine. But do you remember when the article came out that basically said that he didn't give her any direction? It was like,
Mm-hmm.
just go, just do it, which makes her performance even more intoxicating because you're like, wow, you really just, you went there.
Oh yeah,
And
I was
you
gonna
didn't have
say,
anyone trying to be like, oh, you should do this.
like when she's like just holding a pill bottle, just like yelling at Bobby Cannavale, and then be like, "Oh, who do I have to sleep with around here to get a martini?" Like, and it's just like so like fabulously queer and over the top, and
Me at the CVS trying to pick up my medication. Who do I have to?
who do I have to sleep with around here? Um, one of my favorite parts of her performance in that movie is actually the very last shot where she like it just
Mm,
sits down on the park bench and for some
yes.
reason she's like I can't remember if she's like covered in water or she's like super sweaty. I can't
I
remember.
think it's sweaty, but I it was a while since I've seen this film. Yeah.
Yeah, but like she's like drenched for some reason and she's just talking to herself. And she sits down next to this woman who and the woman's just like the fuck and goes away. But like her mumbling alone was
Yeah.
Oscar worthy. Like because she's just like, yeah, I think we should. Yeah, and then
It's
I could probably
so
go.
unhinged.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's so unhinged. And honestly, that's how you and I met.
That is true.
You were like, who is this mumbling woman on the bench? And I was like, I really want some pizza rolls right now. I wonder if they're going to be ready when I get home.
I was I was getting off from work at Landmark. I sat down on
Mhm.
the bus bench waiting for my bus ride home, and Kyle just sits right next to me. And
I really would love some pizza rolls. I don't know if I'm going to get pizza rolls tonight. And I said, oh, you're Josh. I Josh wanted how that's going to be. And oh my gosh, should I paint my nails tonight? I
Kyle
said,
was
oh
also
my
very
gosh.
sweaty.
Always. Always. I cannot. Oh, I'm ready for the summer. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to be sweating all the time. Anyways,
Right.
Kate Blanchett though, I love her as
Great.
an actress. She's always good.
She's always good.
She's been in some kind of stinker movies though. Did you ever watch Where'd You Go, Bernadette? Or what was it, Bernadette? Or what was it?
No, the Richard Linklater film?
Yeah,
No, I have not.
I haven't watched it
Last
either, but it looked terrible.
yeah. I did like her in The Aviator. Um,
Carol,
Carol. Oh, I loved her in Carol.
so good. I love Carol.
Hmm.
Ah, Carol invented lesbian films.
I mean, Carol might be like the most beautiful lesbian film that has
It's a
made by
very
like a
beautiful film.
made
Yeah.
by an American director at least. So it was very cute. Yeah, Kate Blanchett. I mean, she's amazing. I'm glad that she won, despite the fact that Woody Allen's attached to it, because I think her
Yeah.
performance was really good. I mean, the other person that was a contender for that year was Sandra Bullock in Gravity, which just goes to show that this year was kind of weak. So
I'm
I
just
mean,
saying
we had Amy Adams, but like I don't know, you're never gonna give her an award. So
no, she's the Glenn Close of her generation.
right, and Glenn Close is still alive, so it's just like
uh again, Glenn Close, but no cigar.
Joe Black. Fuck you, Joe Black. Just kidding.
Okay, who are you, RuPaul?
Right. I don't want to see any fucking H&M or Joe Black.
To be fair,
Uh, to
same.
be fair, yeah. No, I thought Kate Blanchett did the best for her situation, especially because of the fact that it's
Her
basically
situation.
her situation. Well, all right.
I think that's good. Kate Blanchett did the best that she could, despite her situation.
And then the timer goes off.
Despite her situation.
Her situation, yeah.
As if she's like sick in the hospital. She was
Right.
great. She was terribly ill, but okay, so do you fear it or queer it?
I queer it.
I queer it too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We are now no, one more, and then we're halfway there already. All right. Are you ready, Kyle?
And we're halfway there. I'm ready, Freddy.
Oh, I was thinking of the Black Eyed Peas song. Meet me halfway, right on the borderline.
Right at the borderline is where I'm gonna sing for you. But then I want to be Fergie, like doing those notes, going
Yeah,
on the Today Show. I love her. That's great. Good job, Fergie.
great job, Fergie. All right, 3, 2, 1. Now we have 2014's winner, Julianne Moore, in Still Alice as a woman who is suffering from Alzheimer's. I forgot her name.
I will say, working at the movie theater, when people would come in, they'd be like, "Oh, what's the name of that film?" And I would say Still Alice, and they'd be
Mhm.
like, "What? No." And I'm like, "This joke isn't funny, is it? This is cancel me, cancel me." Here's the thing. I like Julianne Moore. I say, give me more, give me more, give me more.
Mhm.
Free Britney. But I like Julianne Moore. This movie, okay, the film itself, I don't know. I feel like it was a vehicle in order for Julianne Moore to get an Oscar.
Mhm.
I don't think the film is revolutionary necessarily. It's like an okay movie. It's okay. It's sad. Like it
It
is
is
really
sad.
sad to watch her slowly forget and lose
Mhm.
herself.
Mhm.
Like I couldn't imagine that, you know?
Well, all I remember from the film is that she had to give a speech and she had her like note cards.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, right when she gets to the podium, like her note cards fall everywhere. And she's like, and then she gets like this great speech. So I'm just like, oh, she's fine. Like that's
If
the
the
one.
human condition can make it through anything. Doesn't she
Right.
pee her pants too? Because she forgets where the bathroom is.
She pees her pants because she forgot where the bathroom is. Kristen
Girl, we've
Stewart.
all been there.
She has she has a family consisting of a husband of Alec Baldwin and then a
Yeah.
daughter of Kristen Stewart, which I'm not sure how they made that, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm not upset by it. I
I'm not
do
upset.
love that I'm not upset. I'm not upset. Do I look upset to you? Um, I do love that Alec Baldwin and Julianne Moore reunited for Still Alice after starring as lovers on 30 Rock.
30 Rock, yeah.
As like a huge 30 Rock fan. I do love that. I did miss her awful Boston accent.
I was gonna say, does anyone does anyone talk about like is Julianne Moore's awful Boston accent like on purpose?
It has to be because 30 Rock is so off the rails that and she's such a good actress that I don't
Right,
believe that she was like, oh, this is how everyone talks in Boston.
right.
Like, I don't I don't think that she actually believed that, but it just makes it even funnier and more ridiculous.
Oh, totally, because it's so 30 Rock.
Yeah, I love Julianne Moore. I think she's
Me
great.
too.
I
It definitely was a
remember,
legacy Oscar though.
yeah, who else was up that year?
I was just gonna say, the person who I would have given it to would have
Mhm.
been Rosamund Pike in Gone Girl. That is an Oscar-worthy performance.
Well,
That's
I mean, cut to Rosamund Pike being like, "All right, I didn't get it," and just getting up, and she was gone, girl. She,
girl, I thought
I
you were gone.
I thought you were gone, girl. Yeah, I mean, also super that performance. I'll say that this is powerful. Rosamund Pike did not have to win in order for people to still be talking about that performance because people still talk about that specific performance.
Hmm.
Um, so she kind
And
of
then
won in that aspect.
I was gonna say, and then she got a star sequel of it called "I Care a Lot," where she goes on to abuse elderly people.
Oh, God, I didn't watch that one.
Oh, it's a great film. It
Oh,
literally is.
wait. That's on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah, with Diane Weiss, who I mean, I would
She's
say
abusing
that's
Diane Weiss.
she's abusing
Weiss?
Diane Weiss. Diane Weist, Weist, I don't know.
Weist?
Weist. It's the
Why is
off.
she? Wait, she's abusing old people?
Yeah, and it's basically like Gone Girl Part Two, like because she has the same characteristics, the same
I'm getting
mannerisms.
nervous that maybe that's just her.
Yeah, she's just kind of crazy.
It's
Yeah.
kind of off. Yeah.
No, with Julianne Moore, it definitely was a legacy Oscar. I mean, I'm happy she has one. I'm not really happy that she won it for that.
Representation for redheads. I don't think that we have enough representation for the
For
gingers in this
redheads.
world. For
That's true.
redheads, yeah.
And then she went on to star in the US remake of Gloria Bell, and that's the last thing I remember from her.
Oh, Gloria is what played after the movie was over. I did not watch her version. I remember seeing clips of was it Chilean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember seeing clips of that. I don't understand that why it was remade by the same director.
With Julianne Moore dancing to Gloria in the club. So I was just like, girl, like
She was just dancing in the club. I heard that Julianne Moore also huge supporter of the LGBTQ community.
well, I would hope so. They made her career. Oh,
Good note to end on for Julianne Moore. Yeah.
Miss Julianne Moore. All right, fear to
Mm-hmm.
queer it.
I'm queering her. I'm queering Miss Julianne Moore.
I'm fearing it. Yeah, but it's mostly
What?
just
Because of the film?
because of the film, not because of Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore, I
Okay.
queer 200%. The film, I queer negative 200%. So,
Well, that gives you a 0,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. I know how to do math.
I don't think so. All right, on to the next one here. Let me get the timer ready here.
Okay.
All
I
right.
love the timer. It makes me
Right?
feel like we're like on debate team, but we're not like
Right?
debating anyone. We're just like casually talking.
I was gonna say this one we tend to agree a lot on, so it's just like it's not that hard.
I feel like most of the time we usually agree on actresses and stuff like that. I feel like where we disagree, what do we disagree on?
Boys.
It's true. I like them froggy and sad. You know
And
what? No,
I
I'm going to manifest this. I'm sorry. I'm going to manifest this. And I want someone who is stable and kind and doesn't bother me.
it's the least they
Manifest.
could do.
And I won't bother them. I'm very entertaining. Who do you like, Josh? What's your type of men that's opposite of mine?
I was gonna say my type is invasive, unstable, and a little rude.
Your boyfriend AJ's in the other room, just like, excuse me.
Right, be like,
The
yeah,
fuck are you talking about?
invasive. What do you mean
Invasive just
invasive?
busts through the window, the door.
Yeah.
Invasive? I've never been invasive. Um, no,
That's my type. No, just kidding. All right,
that's my
ready for
type.
the next round?
I am. I really, truly am.
By the way, the tequila is kicking in, so I'm noticing my words are slurring. So
It's okay. The vaccine's kicking in, so I'm noticing my words are slurring.
oh. Now we're
Oh,
just Mae
hey.
West impersonators.
Oh, why don't you come up and fuck me in the ass sometime? Um,
Oh,
oh,
Bo.
oh, Bo.
All right, ready?
How you're drinking and I'm not drinking, and we're on the same level. I like that. That's interesting.
Yeah,
And worries me a
typical.
little bit.
3, 2, 1. All right, now we're halfway there, and we have 2015's
Mhm.
winner, Brie Larson, starring in Room, not The Room, Room. Um,
Room.
and I was really happy with her win. I will say that. I remember, so a lot of these movies they're going to have ties to memories of the theater that we worked at, simply because a lot
Mhm.
of them were shown there. I remember that I was ushering that night. So I was just ripping tickets up, and the distributor was doing a private screening of Room, and they were supposed to hand out book copies of it to
Oh,
the audience members,
jeez.
and they couldn't do it for some reason because they were like handling something else. So they gave them to me, and they're just like, "Here, like take this and hand it out to audience members." And I was like, "Okay." So I went into the theater and I started passing out books and just like, here, just take it. And like half the people were just like, I don't want it. No, no. So
What am I supposed to do with this? Read
so
it?
I took home 2 or 3 copies of the book because no one else wanted it.
And they
So I
made
like
lovely coasters for you.
basically. So
Did you
I
read the
that's
book?
no, of course I didn't read.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I didn't want to assume. I was low key assuming that you didn't, but I didn't want to assume that you hadn't.
Right. I was
What
like,
did you
it's
think
safe to
of Brie
assume.
Larson's performance, though?
Well, considering the fact that I now have like 3 copies of the book in my house, I guess I have no choice but to queer it because I thought she was great in the movie. So,
Gut wrenching.
mhm.
Gut wrenching. It was. I've only watched it once because I. It is. She is so good in it, and it is so sad. And oh my god, the ugly cry that I had watching it in the theaters, like literally the moment when the little boy gets out and is looking at the sky. Oh, I have goosies. I have goosies right now. It is
Hmm.
so beautiful, and she does such a good job. It's quiet, her performance. Um, and also I can't imagine being in that situation.
Right. My
Um,
favorite part of that performance is, and it kind of just goes to show of just like the treatment of women in media in general,
mhm,
of when she is rescued and a news reporter wants to do an interview with her, and it's like a sit down Diane Sawyer type interview, and
mhm.
they started like blaming her for being kidnapped and started like insinuating that she's a bad mom because she kept the kid in um kidnapped as well. And I'm just like, the fuck? And you just see her like
Yeah.
kind of like slowly like lose it. And
Mhm.
right then and there, I was just like, she has to win the Oscars. Like, it's so good.
She is such a great actress, and I like Brie Larson a ton. I think she's like a really cool person.
Hmm.
Um, I've always enjoyed her ever since like United States of Terra.
I love
Um,
that show.
I love it. Like her sitting on the cake. Now that's an Oscar performance.
That is an Oscar
Um,
performance.
I love her. I think she's a great actress, and she feels very like relatable and like I don't know. Like I feel like she is. I know she's a movie star, but she feels normal in a lot
Hmm.
of aspects to me. Um, she didn't grow up super fancy. Like her mom was like struggling to get her to like go to auditions and like do the best that she could for her. And that just makes me love her a lot. Like
Yeah.
it just makes me go like, damn, you really did have to fight in order to make your mark. And she definitely made her mark in this movie for me.
Oh, totally. And it's so cool watching like her go from United States of Terra
Mm-hmm.
to win an Oscar to
Mm-hmm.
now being Captain
Captain
Marvel.
Marvel.
Yeah. And did you ever watch Endgame?
Did not watch Endgame. It's on my list though. I will say this. I haven't watched WandaVision yet. So I'm trying to like, I'm not a big superhero person, but
No.
I'm trying to be better about being part of the topic at
Right.
hand. I watched Captain Marvel though, and I loved it.
Yeah.
For someone who doesn't like superhero movies, I thought she's great.
There is a part in Endgame where everyone's kind of like struggling against Thanos. I don't see, this is how much I don't care about this.
Thanos, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it looks like they're about to lose. And
Mm-hmm.
then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Captain Marvel comes flying out of the sky and like destroys his ship single-handedly. And you have this great shot of Brie Larson just like ascending from the wreckage and just like standing over everybody. And I'm just like, that is like a great analogy of her career. Like it's just like
I love it. Also,
yeah.
remember when Casey Affleck won for Best Actor, and she like did not want to be anywhere near him and
Mm-hmm.
wasn't clapping when he won.
Mm-hmm. Damn it. I do, and I remember, and that was a great moment for Brie Larson, I will say.
She knew exactly what she did. I remember,
Mhm.
like, quick side note, a reporter being
No,
like
no, the timer's done. The timer's done.
no, flips the table. That's
Fear to
fine.
queer.
Queer it.
I
Heavy
queer it.
queer.
Heavy queer. Heavy queer. Not half and half queer,
Heavy
but like
queer.
heavy queer.
Yeah, can I get some heavy queer in my coffee? Can I get some
Yeah.
heavy queer in my yeah, yeah, I'm into it.
All right. On to the next one. Are you ready?
I think I am.
I think
I
I am
am.
too. Yeah. Are you
Yeah.
ready? Three, two, one. All right. Now we have 2016's winner, Emma Stone in La La Land. Now,
Dun 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 dun. Okay, sorry.
I will just say this. With
Hmm.
Jennifer Lawrence winning and Emma Stone winning, this kind of proves the fact that a lot of times the Academy will give Best Actress to someone who's just a hot commodity at the time. That's all I have to say about it. And that's all
Hmm.
I'm going to say about this one.
That's it. That's all you're gonna say.
Well, I mean, and nothing against Emma Stone in particular. I actually really like Emma Stone. I think she's actually a great actress.
I don't have an issue with her.
But yeah, this is a no for me, dog.
I'm gonna be the Paula Abdul here and just clap
That's
a little
Nicole
bit.
Kidman.
That's Nicole. Oh, with the rings. Oh
Yeah.
God, I love her. Yeah, Emma Stone. I like Emma Stone. House Bunny, Easy A, Birdman. She's
The
uh,
favorite.
the favorite. Oh, the favorite. Oh, that's one of my favorite performers. I know that who was it? Regina King won
Hmm.
that year for. So like obviously wanted Regina King to win Best Supporting Actress for that. But if Emma Stone would have won that, I would not have. I've been actually happier because she was so phenomenal in The Favorite.
Actually, I will say this: Emma
Hmm.
Stone should not have been Best Supporting Actress. Like Emma Stone should have been Best
No,
Actress,
no, she should not have been.
and she should have
But
won for Best Actress. Just saying.
but that's someone else we're going to get to talk about here in soon enough.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not upset necessarily that she won an Oscar for La La Land. I don't think she's fine in it. That's the thing is she's fine. It's not remarkable. And I think what is frustrating is you're comparing a lot of that year it was like Moonlight versus La La Land, and you're
Mm-hmm.
comparing Moonlight, which is a cinematic masterpiece, to La La Land, which is a fun romp, and
Right.
saying that they're the same. And they're not the same. It's
They are
white
not the same.
mediocrity versus black excellence. And La La Land is just the movie's kind of clunky. I will say she totally got me when she did her little singing audition. I got a little teary. Is she a
But
great singer? Not really, though.
not
That's
really.
okay. I don't
I was
know.
gonna say
Gives me
that's the
hope.
thing too. That's the thing. She also like they utilized that scene for the trailer. I remember, and it was like a
Right.
big part of like the
Mm-hmm.
marketing part of it. And I
Mm-hmm.
remember listening to it. I was just like, is this what everyone's freaking out about?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know what it is about La La Land. I don't even know why it got so much hype around it. Because now it's funny because now that Moonlight won and La La Land didn't, so
Mm-hmm.
many people have jumped the La La Land train. Or like,
Yeah.
oh, it's mediocre. Oh, I don't like it. But I was just like, I remember
Mm-hmm.
a lot of you were saying how great it was when it came out, and
You had a lot to say. You had a lot to say right then.
you had a lot to say in 2016, sis. I know that you and I were not La La Land enthusiasts, thank God.
No, I mean, like the first time I saw it, I was like, okay, I think I'm into this film. But then I was like, I saw it a second time because a friend, now a friend of me, came in. Oh, drama. No, it's really not that deep, sis. But they came in to see it, and I went up afterwards, and I was like, oh, why did I like this so much? But I think the initial response for me is I like musicals, I like over the top things, I like flashy things. But then when it has the same like, oh, it's just as good as this Moonlight, and it's not. I don't know who else was up for an Oscar that year because like I can't remember. Oh crap! I dropped my pen. That's fine.
That's fine. Ruth Nega was nominated for
Oh
Loving.
yeah, yeah.
And then the person who I wanted to win was Isabelle Huppert for her role in Elle. Um,
Oh yeah.
which is a great French film about a rape survivor, and I do question mark that on purpose because that's the whole point of the movie.
Mhm.
It's that was a phenomenal film, and I think
She's very good.
yeah, and the
Is it?
fact that she was even nominated for the Oscar, like you're just like, damn, you finally gave her recognition. Good for you,
Yeah,
Oscars.
she's a phenomenal actress.
Mm-hmm.
But Emma Stone got the Oscar, and
I don't know.
I could see Emma Stone at 50 having a really solid career, especially after seeing The Favorite. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you can do other stuff
Mm-hmm.
and really well too.
Oh yeah, I think she's actually I think she's a very talented actress. But it's funny too, because like when you think of Emma Stone, you don't think of La La Land as her definitive role. You still
No,
think of Easy A. You still
Easy
think
A.
of yeah.
Oh, oh,
Maybe she
let me
should have been
pick up that
nominated for
pen.
Easy A.
Let me Easy A because she's easy to act with. The easy actress.
Easy actress.
Easy actress.
I like that.
Yeah, no. So do you fear it or queer it, Miss Emma Stone?
I I fear it.
Yeah, I like her. I'm gonna fear it though for the role in La La Land.
Yeah.
It
I
just was not
mean,
my it wasn't my thing.
yeah. I mean, nothing against Emma Stone, but to quote Tatiana, I don't like you. Are you happy? I don't like you. I'm
I
saying it to
don't
your
like
face.
you.
Yeah. All right. Are you ready? Do you have your pen?
No, but that's okay. I
Yeah.
don't even need it. I'm using my phone, so I
I was
don't
like,
need.
I don't know why you need your pen so bad. You have it on your phone, but
Listen, I got the vaccine. I'm losing my mind. See all the like the anti-vaxxers are like, look.
They're like, he is proof. All right.
Yeah, right.
3, 2, 1. All right. Now we are on to 2017's winner of Frances McDormand, starring in 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's about it. Yep.
I was gonna say, I can't remember who else was nominated that year. Sally Hawkins for Shape of Water.
Right.
Um, oh, Margot Robbie for I, Tonya.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Saoirse Ronan for Lady Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Was Annette Bening for 20th Century Women? I think
Was that year?
I
I
think so.
love 20th Century Women.
Me too.
I
Um,
love 20th Century Women.
so I will say this about Frances McDormand. I think she's a very talented actress. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
think of Fargo. I just
I think of
recently saw
Matilda. Okay.
Matilda. Um, Matilda.
Yeah, you ever see that movie?
Yeah, but I was just like, that's what you think of with Frances McDormand. But anyway.
That was the first time I saw her. So yeah, when I was a kid. So I'm like, yeah.
Sure. Um, what was I gonna say?
Here's what you're gonna say about Frances McDormand.
Nomadland. I thought she was
Oh,
great in it.
okay.
And it
Still
kind of
need to
just
see
goes
it.
yeah, it goes to show that she's a very talented actress, and I think she probably would have deserved an Oscar more for Nomadland than 3
Oh,
Billboards.
okay.
Just my hot
Okay.
take here.
Yeah.
But
We're all
since
about
she
hot
already,
takes.
but since she already has 2 under her wing, I don't think she's gonna win a third. I don't think she's gonna
No.
be part of the Lucky 3 club. So I don't know. I didn't. I don't know. That's, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. I think she's a good actress. I actually think she's a stellar actress. I think I don't know, it's a very much a character driven role. Where she can be like that gritty character and really go for it, which I know performers just love. And it feels very like Oscar baity. But like, I don't know, I didn't enjoy it. Does that make sense? Like, I didn't really enjoy it. I would have much rather seen uh Margot Robbie win. And I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even really enjoy the movie I, Tanya, but I think that Margot Robbie was fabulous in it.
Oh, me too.
You know,
Saoirse Ronan in Lady Bird, I thought she was fantastic in that. I mean, but
solid.
I will say Saoirse Ronan has been my favorite actress for this past decade. So anything she's been in, I'm kind of
She's
like,
really good.
okay, you're pretty solid.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah, like all I remember from that performance, because I've only seen that movie once, and I think I saw it with you actually, is essentially talking to like a CGI deer at one point.
Yes, she is. And let me tell you, sometimes we talk to CGI deers. I'm not saying I've ever done it, but sometimes that happens. Sometimes they're real deers and you
Sometimes
talk
they're
to
real
them.
deer, sometimes they're moose.
Sometimes they're moose.
Yeah,
Sometimes they're little blue people running around, Smurfs.
right, right.
Um, yeah, no, it's I don't know. It's definitely like an actor driven movie through 3 Billboards is,
Mhm.
but me personally, I don't think the movie itself like did something for me. I just wasn't like, I don't know. There's a lot of people who I remember saw it and were like, "Oh my god, it is amazing!" And I was like, "Do you watch movies?" Like,
Right, like, is
but
this
but
your
but
first film?
but those are the kind of people, and there's no shade to these people, but those are the kind of people that watch like 1 or 2 Oscar nominated films every 3 years.
Mhm.
And so it's like when you kind of like stack it against other stuff, it's not that memorable of a performance for me.
No,
Um Frances McDormand's speech
was
was
great.
pretty great, pretty memorable. She seems very relatable and fun.
Mhm.
Um
I was
and
gonna say,
yeah.
I like her a lot, and out of
Mhm.
all the Best Actress winners, hers is probably one of the most memorable, like one of the 2 most memorable, because a lot of these speeches weren't that interesting. But I
Yeah.
do remember she made all the women stand up and applaud themselves for
Yes.
their work that year. So I thought that was
That
great.
was
It was,
cool.
that was cool. It was a very timely political move that was great for her. Um, Something that I feel like she also genuinely believes. Don't get me wrong there.
Oh yeah, no, she's pretty openly political and
Yeah,
rightfully so.
right.
So love
But
her for that.
I don't know. Like, this might be the one time where I'm just like, I have really not much to say about it.
It's
You
no
know,
Matilda.
it's no Matilda. That is, yeah, that's no Matilda. Oh, and Saved by the Bell.
Well, okay. Do we fear it or queer it?
Can I give neither? Like that's just how
This is how. I'll say this. It was no Matilda.
it was.
I'm just gonna keep saying that. It was no Matilda. That's the if it's not fear it or queer it, we just say it was no Matilda. Oh my God, not Matilda.
Right.
It's not
That's what
Matilda.
I was gonna say. Why do you keep saying
Oh my
Matilda?
God. Oh my God. No, Madeline. Oh my God. Oh my God. Not Matilda, Madeline.
I was having a
Oh my
Mandela effect.
God.
I was just like, where was Frances McDormand in it? I was
Oh
just
my
like, I'll just
God.
go
Sorry.
along.
Different little girl. Both are kind of orphans. Did you ever see Madeline?
No, but I also remember, didn't you say you never seen Matilda?
No, I have seen Matilda. I love
Oh,
Matilda. I want to be Miss Trunchbull for Halloween some year. I
that'd be
would
cool.
love that. With like her like wrestling shirt and like wrestler belt. I love
Uh-huh.
that. But oh my God, why did I mix those two up? See, the
Racist.
vaccine, it's got me. It's all these white people. But Madeline, she plays a nun.
Oh, okay.
I'll send you pictures afterwards. Maybe you'll been like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
I legit was just like going through the list. I was like, what character was she in Matilda? I was like,
What you are a good friend because you just let me kind of go like, it's no Matilda. And you know what? I'm still going to stick by this and say it was
it's
no
no
Matilda.
Matilda. Yeah,
It's no Matilda. Because Matilda is the best film of all time. There, period. Done.
done. All right. Well, now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to our final
Wow.
two spots. And we do have a lot to say about this one, so we're gonna have to cram it in 5 minutes here. So, are you ready?
It's like cramming for a test or like an
Mm-hmm.
all-you-can-eat buffet. Um, I'm ready. I'm
It's worth it
ready.
at the end. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
it's worth it.
3, 2, 1. All right. Now we have a controversial winner, or not a
Mm-hmm.
controversial, but a surprise winner in Olivia Colman playing Queen Anne
Yes.
in The Favorite, famously beating out Glenn Close for her Oscar.
Yeah.
Um, okay, I'll just say this really quickly. One,
Go
am
for
I
it.
am I happy that Olivia Colman won the Oscar? Yeah, I really am. Also, um, it's definitely an indicator for me is showing that like she's been around for a long time and I didn't know it.
Mhm.
And I've seen a lot of movies where Olivia Colman's actually in it. And then I go back and it's like, oh, she was that person? Oh, that's her.
I totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's definitely one of those actresses where it's like, oh, you finally got your recognition. Great. I'm so happy for you. Though I am sad that Glenn Close doesn't have an Oscar because Glenn Close is one of the best actresses, in my opinion, of her
Mhm.
generation. Um, I don't think she should have won it for The Wife. So I'm actually kind of happy that
Yeah.
she didn't win and that Olivia Colman won. Her speech was phenomenal and it definitely made up for the surprise.
Mm.
That being said, finally, I will say that I actually wanted Melissa McCarthy to win for Can You Ever Forgive Me? And that is my hot take. And now it's your turn. So that way, you can say what you need to say.
You definitely brought up a very warm, nostalgic memory of Can You Ever Forgive Me? I remember when we first started this podcast, was 2018,
Mm-hmm.
we talked about Can You Ever Forgive Me?
We
And
did.
I still stand by that is such a solid movie. If you haven't watched Can You Ever Forgive Me, do yourself a favor, go watch it after this podcast. But go watch it after we're done. But it's phenomenal. And I agree, Melissa McCarthy. I don't know if she should have won for Can You Ever Forgive Me? But I will say, I think, you know what? No, at the time, she was my pick to win too.
Yeah. Because
I didn't even put Olivia Colman on my pick to win because, like you said earlier, Emma Stone
category fraud.
should have been the lead actress, and Olivia Colman should have been Best Supporting Actress.
But would you have
Very
given
strange to me.
But like we can argue that Emma Stone could have won Best Actress this year if she was nominated. I totally
Sure.
would have been like, yeah, great if she didn't win for La
Oh,
La Land.
yeah.
But would you have given Olivia Colman the Best Supporting Actress Oscar over Regina King?
No, I would not.
Yeah. See,
So maybe, do you think that the Academy just wanted Olivia Colman to win?
I think they just didn't want Glenn to win. They're
It's
just like,
so Interesting. What did Glenn do to them? Cook the
Right?
rabbits?
Right. I
Like,
was
it's
just like,
just
did
so
she kidnap her
weird.
kid? Like, damn.
So ridiculous. But yeah, I think that again, The Favorite is what a good year for movies. The Favorite, Can You Ever Forgive Me? Really enjoyable year of film.
Green Book,
Um,
Bohemian Rhapsody.
I said enjoyable films. I hey, you know what? Bohemian Rhapsody, I'm not gonna shit on that much because I liked the music. Beautiful gowns,
Beautiful gowns.
beautiful dresses, beautiful gowns.
Yeah.
Um, but
Young
yeah,
singer.
yeah. And well, I mean, I love Rami Malek. I think he is such a little toad. Ugh, so cute. But
Yeah,
Olivia Colman, I'm happy she won.
me too.
I wasn't disappointed. I was surprised. It was a surprise win.
That was the last Oscars that we watched at my apartment because I used to host Oscar parties.
And then
Um,
Josh banned me.
yeah, and then yeah, Kyle was banned from the premises. But I do
Yeah.
remember that we all were just like, "Whoa!" when she
Yeah.
won.
Yeah.
And it was a very lovely surprise. And it's really nice when Oscars surprise you like that because they tend to get really
Mm-hmm.
predictable and boring. So to have someone win out of the left blue like that, you're just like, "Whoa,
I loved
okay."
it. Yeah. Like,
It made
okay,
it
come on,
exciting.
Olivia Colman. All right.
Yes. And I definitely think that she deserves to have an Oscar, even if it is for The Favorite.
Totally.
Because I mean, she was great in it. Like,
I love The Favorite. Like, I
yeah.
actually want to rewatch the movie because I enjoyed it so much.
Hmm.
I mean, I related to Queen Anne so much, wanting love, being pushed
Looking like a
around in the
badger.
wheelchair, looking like you look like a badger. Um, Getting to yell at people, having gout. It just I really enjoyed her performance. It's a great performance, and I saw myself in that character.
So would that make me your Emma Stone or your Rachel Weisz?
You're Rachel Weisz.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's more of like the badass, like she'll get you together shooting guns.
Right.
Where Emma Stone is
And then
more
I get banished.
well, everything in real life, everything ended up good in the end.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah,
I was just like, I'm
yeah.
kind of confused by this ending. I was like, I don't think she. Oh,
Mm,
all right.
mm,
Fair to
okay.
queer it.
I'm gonna queer it, which is kind of funny because The Favorite's a very queer film. So
It is. It is.
yeah,
Well, we love queer friendly films.
yeah.
Fuck family friendly. I queered as well.
You're like our Disney episodes. You're like fuck family.
Fuck family. Fuck your family.
We're not fuck your family. Don't do that. But I
I am from Iowa.
oh no, not the Iowa comment. I was gonna say, much like the royals of the past, they were incestuous.
That is true. That is true.
But
Wait,
yeah, I'm gonna queer Olivia Colman's win for The Favorite.
me too. All right. We're on to our last one.
We flew by this.
We did. And I really think the timer needs to be instated for every podcast from now
I
on.
well, that's because I go on tangents. Well, we both go on tangents. But that's okay. That's all
That's
right.
okay.
It's okay to go on tangents.
It is right and it is okay. We're going to make it anyway.
Don't make me dance.
Yeah.
Don't make me start dancing, Miss Whitney.
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Final one in 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we have 2019's winner, which because of the pandemic, it feels like this happened 40 years ago. But
It
Renee
does.
Zellweger won for her role as Judy Garland in Judy, a story about an up and coming performer who gets everything she ever wanted in the world, and we treated her with respect and dignity.
Ah! Look at Josh coming in with the jokes.
Right.
I love it. Oh my God. Late night writer there. But so this movie, I felt disappointed after watching it because I wanted
It's
more.
homophobic.
Okay. The gays are such like big fans of Judy Garland, and you have like such a snippet of her interacting with her gay fans, which I wanted more of that. I think it would have been a stronger film if it was about that. Her gay fans like helping bring her up.
Right. Okay, so we all say that we are fans of camp on this podcast here. We love campy moments here, but there was such
intentional camp. Intentional camp.
Intentional camp. There's a great potentially campy moment where her two gay fans, her only two gay fans that are ever shown in this entire movie, her only two gay fans,
Yeah.
stand up at the end of the theater to help her sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow because
Yeah.
she couldn't get through it herself.
And
Like,
those two fans are Josh and me.
and we're
No,
like,
they were
boo!
they were the Muppets, the two old men Muppets in the balcony. I forgot about that. I the film is garbage, but
It's
I
garbage,
do think
mama.
it is garbage, mama. But I think that she does a decent job. Question mark. I feel like it's definitely more of a character study and more of a Renee's back kind of
Mhm.
situation. Um, which I don't like. I don't
No.
know.
I was
I
like,
think that's kind of dumb. And I like Renee Zellweger. I like her in Chicago. I like her in Cold Mountain. I like her in Bridget Jones' Diary. I like her in Empire Records.
you liked her in Cold Mountain.
Now that's camp, mama.
I
Now that's camp. That's
was gonna
camp.
say, talk about over the top. My God.
I do like Over the Top. Maybe that she just wasn't over the top. It was almost like she wasn't playing Judy Garland. She was playing what she thought Judy Garland would be like.
Right.
And
Right.
it just didn't feel like the humanity behind the person was in the character.
Mm-mm.
And I feel like that's why I did not like it.
No, I didn't like it either. And it was disappointing because it's like they gave us like 40% of what we wanted out of the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
And it's not disappointing enough and it's not
Right.
satisfying enough. So it's just like this weird in the middle of like type of situation. I also don't like the fact that it was more of a star vehicle for Renee, like welcoming her back to Hollywood, which I'm
It's
just
like
like,
she's back, and I'm like, Sour Patch Kid, where did you ever go? Oh, I'm sorry,
right.
no, Lemonhead, just that face.
Right.
I just it's such a weird. I don't know. It's just so weird to me because what has she done? Is she got her Oscar and then went back into hiding?
Right, exactly. It's just like, I mean, cool comeback story, sis, I guess. I don't know. I don't think she needed to go away either. I don't
I don't
know.
have an issue with her. I don't know what I mean. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Um, it was frustrating. It was a frustrating year that year when it came to the acting categories because it just felt like a clear, like, okay, they're going to give it to Renee. And I hate when that happens. Like, I like at least to be like, okay, which one's going to get it? But
This was my least favorite year for actors winning because you
agreed.
had you had Laura Dern winning for Marriage Story, which we already talked about. We love
Hmm.
Laura Dern, but we have
Hmm.
Renee for Judy, we have Joaquin Phoenix for The Joker,
Hmm.
and then I don't even remember who won Best Supporting Actor because I don't care that much. Like, you know,
Oh my God, I don't even remember either.
I don't either. And
Was
you
it?
had,
Oh, it was an old guy, wasn't it?
I mean, probably it was an old man,
Old man for something. Oh my God.
but I do remember they were all white. I do remember that Parasite, none of them had acting nominations. Um,
Bullshit.
bullshit. Yeah, I don't. Ugh.
That's how I feel.
Oh,
Oh, oh.
oh.
I
I
would
don't
have
know. Like I
nominated
wish.
that mother from Parasite, the rich mom from Parasite. Oh my God, best supporting actress.
Right. Oh my
She was my
God. Yes,
favorite. I love her. I mean, I love that movie. That movie's great.
that movie is
I guess it kind of
fantastic.
made up for it since Parasite won Best Picture.
But
So
that's
it's
what
kind
you
of like,
remember for that year. For
well, then I guess it's a good thing because Parasite deserves to be remembered and but the acting categories were just kind of
right.
what a
They didn't
snooze
even.
fest.
And I'm not even the biggest fan of JLo, but she didn't even get nominated for Hustlers. That's
That
a
was
scam.
stupid. That was stupid. All right. There we
Eh,
go. That
Now,
was stupid.
that was stupid. Do we fear to queer it's this?
I'm going to queer it about as much as the film was queer, which is to say, no, I fear it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So negative points.
In negative, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, good job, Renee. It just was not my. It just wasn't my cup of tea, and that's okay.
Good job, Renee.
Good job, Renee. You got another. She has an Oscar before, right?
For Cold Mountain.
I like camp.
I was gonna say her two very over the top performances is what got her the Oscars, which hey, I'm totally fine with.
Yeah.
All right, now let's break it down to our rankings here.
Oh, we gotta rank them, and I'm interested because like I don't. We agree, but I also am like, how do we even rank these actresses?
I know this one was actually harder for me to rank than it was the best supporting actress, and I think it's because there's a lot of
Yeah.
like ah in this
There's a
role.
lot of mess. So I kind of went through and was like, okay, so these are the people that I one like as performers to begin with. Two, liked them in the performance that they won for.
Hmm.
That's kind of how I've ranked them.
I agree. Me too. All right, so let's start here with our number
Okay.
10.
All right.
My number 10 is Julianne Moore for Still Alice.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's just because I don't know why, but I am just not into it.
not feeling it?
Mm-mm.
Wow. Well, my number 10 is Renee Zellweger.
Even though
I
you're
like
her only
camp.
gay fan.
I'm her only gay fan. Oh my god. If Renee started an OnlyFans dressed as Judy Garland, I would maybe pay for that.
I
That's
would pay
kind
for
of,
that.
I mean, maybe that's what she's preparing for.
Right. I was gonna say, in this day and age, nothing would surprise me. Well, to be
Right.
fair, I have Renee Zellweger as my number 9 for Judy. So,
Work. Okay. My number 9 is J Law, Jennifer Lawrence
mm,
for Silver Linings Playbook.
hmm,
Mm-hmm.
that's very fair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, I have
Uh-huh.
Emma Stone in La La Land.
Ditto. That's so
Yeah.
weird. Number
Yeah.
8. Yeah. No, I have Emma Stone as number 8 too. Mm-hmm.
Which makes me wonder because I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know, like, because technically I like Emma Stone more than I like Jennifer Lawrence, who's higher on my ranking, but
But the movie itself,
I know, and I said what I
mm,
said. I
you
said
said,
what I
you had to make a difficult decision and you did. And I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Um,
Yeah.
that being said, it wasn't too. Oh wait, what's your number 8? Oh yeah, Emma
Yeah.
Stone.
Emma Stone. Mm-hmm.
It's the tequila.
What are
I'm
you,
sorry.
Emma Stoned?
All right. Well, my number 7 is Jennifer Lawrence in Sober Lines Playbook, and I think the reason why I
Okay.
nominated her, I think the reason why I had her above Emma Stone is because I think in terms of Best Actress winners, your mind goes to Jennifer Lawrence first, in my opinion.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's
No.
fair.
Yeah.
Being iconic is an important part of these rankings. My number 7 is Frances McDormand.
Frances McDormand. Okay. Well, she was my number 6.
Yeah, mostly for like I just didn't care for the. I think she's better than the film was.
She's better. She deserves better work. Though weirdly enough, she does fit the role very well. If that makes
Oh,
sense.
she's
But
great. No, she's great in the role, but I'm just like, no, okay.
yeah,
It's no Matilda.
it is no matter. All right, what's your number 6?
My number 6 is Meryl Streep, the Iron Lady.
None
Because
the wiser.
none the wiser. Here's the thing. Meryl Streep, phenomenal like actress. If we were just doing like, oh, favorite actresses, like best actress on here, Meryl would be closer to the top, but that movie really brought it down for me.
Oh yeah. I
Don't come
totally agree, 'cause
after me, Streepies.
the
That's what her fans are called, right? Streepies, right? Streepies? Is that what people
Yeah.
call them? I'm
I
just
mean,
kidding. I have no idea. Could you
I was gonna
imagine?
say, I bet you anything there's gonna be an award given out one day called the Streepy. Like,
Yeah, can I get a Streepy? And it'll
yeah,
just be for people who are nominated for anything.
right. I was gonna say, but Meryl will somehow like win all of them too. Like,
From beyond the grave.
right. Well, to be fair, I also have Meryl Streep as the Iron Lady as my number 5 because yes, her performance is phenomenal. The movie, if I could rate the movies alone, Iron Lady probably be at the very bottom.
That's fair. I mean, I honestly was before we began, I actually had to switch Meryl Streep because for some reason I had put her at number 2. And I thought to myself, oh, because it's Meryl Streep, right?
Right.
But then I was like, no, we need to bring you down, Meryl. Bring her down.
Humble her.
Humble her. So my number 5, though, is because redheads need love too, is Julianne Moore. Because I like her. And I thought she was good.
I mean, sure.
Also, I'm about to be here and piss my pants. If I'm going to be completely honest here, I drink a lot of water. So
Right.
she did a good job.
So you ranked her simply because you just saw yourself on the screen, is what you're saying.
I think that's important.
Yeah, it is. Representation matters.
Representation matters.
Yeah.
Peeing your pants matters.
Pee in your pants. All right. Number 4. I had
yes.
I had Kate Blanchett in Blue Jasmine.
Ditto. I did too. Oh my goodness. Oh,
But did you? But what if you had her at number
but if,
4?
but
Are you sure?
I had her at number 4. How do you spell 4? Is it FOR or is it FOUR?
I
4,
think it's
4.
F. Is she in
I
Matilda?
think it's
Is Kate
4
Blanchett in
for her.
Matilda?
It was no Matilda.
It was no Matilda.
It was no Matilda.
Yeah, that just speaks for itself of why we ranked her for number 4.
Yeah, no, she's great.
Yeah. All right, number 3. I have Olivia Colman in The Favorite.
How do we do this? How
Is
do
that what
we
you have
do
too?
this?
Yeah.
My number 3 is Olivia Colman. It is.
See?
It's just, again, representation matters. Fat old queen being fawned over. Me too. Me too.
Right.
Me too. You need to start watching The Favorite, and you'll really see yourself if you are like me. She's great.
So who would be your Emma Stone if I'm your Rachel Weisz?
I don't know. I think Emma Stone is someone who's like, I mean, as her character in The Favorite, someone who's like conniving and wants to get what they want and doesn't actually care about me. So, I
Your
mean,
mom.
no, my mom's my biggest fan. We in comedy we do this thing called a callback. So I'm going to call back to earlier in this episode and talk about the delivery boy who doesn't want me and is very conniving with my emotions when he gives me 2 ranches with my
He's
pizza.
just doing it for a power play.
He is. And then he runs away from me and I'm like, deliver anytime. And he's like, I'm never coming back. No,
He's like,
I love Olivia Colman.
Me too. All right, number 2. Yeah. Actually, let's just say our top 2. So my top 2, which I think are your top 2 actually, is Natalie Portman in Black Swan and Brie Larson in Room.
Ditto.
Yeah. Okay.
Ditto.
So let's say what our number 1 is.
Okay, I'm excited. Okay. Are you doing 3, 2, 1, and then we say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Natalie
Brie Larson.
Portman.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It was a tough decision, I gotta say.
I was gonna say, like, I totally understand why you would choose Natalie or Brie Larson because that was
honestly, it would almost be a tie for me if I'm being completely honest. Because they're also very different roles.
Very, yes.
Because I think Natalie's is more creative, which I appreciate. But something about Brie Larson's quietness, I like that. I love the dramatic. I love the cap, but her like subtleties is very good for me.
Well, I was gonna say it's like one of the most subtle performances out of everything on this list here, and I'm really happy that they actually awarded that because it goes to show that that type of acting skill can also be very powerful as well.
You don't need to play Judy Garland in order to get an award.
You don't need Judy Garland. You don't need like all these long monologues. You don't need like no. Just be a good actress.
Just be trapped in a room and kidnapped.
Right. Also relatable in quarantine.
Hello, quarantine.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was fun.
It's fun. I always am like, are we going to have the same? Are we not going to have the same? And then when we have the same, I'm like, we are both brilliant. Aren't we fabulous and brilliant?
Right. Now, can you imagine if we give the rankings for everybody else and everyone's just like, Brie Larson sucked. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I would block their asses.
Yeah.
You know, like honestly, like just block them because they're wrong. You cannot say that she is not good.
No, not at all. Like you
as if my word is like God's. Like, come on now.
I mean, I would agree with you wholeheartedly, and you're the queen.
You're I'm the queen with gout. That's why we're drinking water.
Right. All right. So we will include every single actress winner in our Instagram stories, and we will say whether or not you guys think that they deserved it, queer it, or if they didn't deserve it, fear it. And let us know what you think. Who should have won for Best Actress that year? Who knows?
Who? What are we, owls now?
I was just like, sorry, I am feeling the tequila here.
Oh, you're feeling the tequila. Oh my God, an owl drunk on tequila. Oscar nominated. Nomination. I really think that these are fun to do because not only is it fun to rank things, but also we're coming up to the Oscars, and the Academy Awards was just recently released for their nominations. So it's all within. Ma'am, what is going on?
My tummy. No, that's my dog. Dino.
Bring him on the podcast. Oscar.
Right? Dino.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Oscar-nominated actor Dino.
What are you crying about, honey?
Like Madonna and Cher, he goes by Dino.
Right. He just woke up from a nap, so that's why he's all a little crazy.
To be fair, I also cry when I wake up from naps. I'm like, why, cruel world, why?
All right. Well, since I need to tend to my child here soon, Kyle, where can people find us?
You can find us on Instagram and on Facebook at Fear the Queer Podcast. You can also listen to us, and you may be listening to us right now on Spotify, SoundCloud, or Apple Podcast, or you may be viewing us, our cute little faces, on YouTube.
On the YouTube.
Josh, but what if people want to get in contact with us? What should they do?
They should slide into our DMs because we sure love a nice slide into the DMs, sis. That's actually where we have found and collaborated with a lot of other podcasts is by sliding into the DMs here.
Just do it.
If you email us, we might not respond back.
Just Nike. Just do it.
Just do it.
Don't copyright that.
Right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go feed this one some kibble.
Go feed Oscar-nominated actor Dino. I'm going to go feed Oscar-nominated actress Kyle, and also relieve her. Otherwise, we're about to have a Still Alice moment, and there's about to be some urine.
A very realistic performance on screen here.
Yeah, and urine going to be in for a good time.
Well, as always, I'm Josh.
And I'm Kyle.
And we're Fear the Queer.
Fear the Queer.
Bye.
Okay, time to go take the piss out of me.